we are well acquainted with the cookie, and its variants in the Indian cafes, so to speak. I have eaten a Biscoff cheesecake, a Biscoff ice cream. What changes after you get, the Biscoff cookie via Mondelez to the country? How are you going ahead with some of the partnerships with these cafes to take it to a much wider consumer and audience?
I mean, that's a great question, and actually that's a big learning we have from the global Biscoff playbook, that Biscoff is a much loved cookie, but Biscoff flavor is also very, very well liked. So we are going to have a lot of partnerships with away from home channels, with QSR, on how we are able to bring Biscoff experience to people, not just in the form of a cookie, but also in the form of everything else that you said, an ice cream, a cafe experience, a shake. So we are going to be partnering with a lot of QSR and AFH chains in doing it.
How did you decide on this price point of ₹10? What was the thinking, the logic behind it?
So that's a learning that we have on what should the portfolio look like, what are the different price points that are important for different shopper needs. And one thing was very, very important is for us to make Biscoff more accessible to people, in which case an entry price point of 10 becomes really important. So therefore we are actually quite proud that we are able to provide the Biscoff experience to people at ₹10. And premium doesn't mean it cannot be accessible. So we are kind of trying to hit that sweet spot between providing people a very premium sophisticated experience and making sure that they get it at the right price point, in which case the ₹10 becomes quite important.
They have similar taste profile, compared to Biscoff. How do you want to position, in this India market, where there are two other variants much cheaper as compared to Biscoff, which are already available?
I'll tell you, Shibani, as we were bringing this to India, we obviously do a lot of consumer work.
Yeah.
And every time we will give this to the consumer, that person would say, wow, it's so unique. We haven't tasted something like this before.
Yeah.
It's so good. So I think we feel very good about what we have over here in terms of the product, and we think it is very, very unique and people will love it. I think people are already loving it, so we feel very confident.